Today I want to talk about video editing, but not actually the editing part. I want to talk about how to make referencing stuff that you have to reference an easier thing to do while you're video editing. I work in video marketing and there are a lot of clients involved and a lot of projects involved, and it gets very complicated and there's a lot of information to remember. I want to be able to reference information without having to switch between windows so much. Now there are two apps by a company called Aptorium, and this is them. Aptorium, scroll down. We have FiveNotes, which we'll get to in a minute, and then we have SideNotes, which we're going to start with. Now, SideNotes is an app that lives on the side of your computer and it has notes in it. And if you hit a key command, for me, you can adjust this key command, but for me it's Control space. You open up your side notes. Now I have open here a particular folder, and you can make different folders. This is the folder that came with the app. It's designed to show you all the fun things that the app can do. Now if I back up, you can see all my folders here. So this is what it looks like from the folder view, but let's go back. I think it's pretty easy to get the point. It's notes that live always on top on the side of your screen. And you can also go into settings very easily, and you can move it from left to right. And so some people are going to want it on the right, some people are going to want it on the left. I tend to keep it on the left, but it'll move around sometimes. There's actually themes, and you can get more online, but you can change, if we pick like, oh, retro, woo, lots of fun themes there. I like themes. Anyway, we're getting side note tracked. Anyway, you have these lovely little markdown notes. If I hit Command N, it makes a new note. I can make a headline. Okay, video 01. I'm editing a video. I need a headline. I can do headline, potato. Now, if I scroll down, you can see, I'm sure they don't have one on the showcase. Oh, they should showcase this. Anyway, you can add images to this. Here, we'll just do a screenshot here. Boom. Excellent. Image. You have a bunch of different formatting options, to do bullet points, bold italic, strike through, a lot of the normal things, quote, header. There are a couple of things I would love to have. Like, I really love when an app allows you to move a line up and down with your keyboard. This doesn't let me do that yet. I hope that would be so wonderful if they let me do that. But lots of good tools here. Very, very functional notes. But yes, it just floats on top of your editor, and it's so nice because you can just boom, in and out, in and out, in and out. And if I'm editing, I'm doing some stuff here and I need to go, oh wait, what was that headline supposed to be? Oh, potato. And then potato, we're good to go. And that dynamic is so powerful. And it's so nice to be able to stay within my editing window and just have something that pops up when I need it, right? Another thing you can do is you can change the color of the note with key commands. So it's a command 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How far does it go? 7, 8, 7. So then that comes in handy. That's nice. It won't let you pin notes to the top, which I think is another thing that would be really nice to have. But you can, drag them around, right? You can pull this one up here. Oops, maybe you can't anymore. Maybe they took the feature out. They're like, nobody uses it. There you go. So you can move things around. You got your RGB colors here. If you put in the code for the RGB color, it'll make a color for you. Got your task lists. Good stuff. Another nice thing is it has a keyboard command for search that you can access globally. So for me, it's Control F, and boom, you can type in your search, and it's a very quick app, very quick. So I find that this is super helpful throughout the day when I'm gathering a bunch of information for a project and I don't want to be jumping around all the time. I can gather just the information that I need, and the most important stuff, the highest priority stuff, and just put it in a nice little note that I'm putting together. And then if I need more information, I can hop in and go deeper into the information that's around in the documents and such. But like sometimes I just need 3 on-screen text copy options. Another great use case for this is checklists, right? When you're editing, check your colors. Check your audio levels. Check to make sure that your captions are cutting with your video layer cuts, because that's a big one. That way you don't have like captions cutting a frame off of the video. No good. It's a really beautiful app. I really love the aesthetic of it, and the aesthetic of an app is a big deal for me. I love these very themable markdown editor apps. Feels very elegant. I like it. And for pricing, this is one of those few productivity apps that does not ask you to pay them via subscription. It is $19.99 on their website, one-time payment. Now, you can also pay through SetApp, and that is a subscription model where you can access a bunch of different apps. So you can pay with a subscription if you just love subscriptions. But yeah, I mean, it's a good deal over there with all the different apps that you get. But yes, you can just buy this and be good to go. And also there's an iOS app as well for SideNotes. But like I said, you do have a good bit of formatting options here. It's not just a plain text editor, and they just released an update that will hide all the markdown stuff in your text. So, you don't have the, what's the thing with the pound, like that. Oh, see it goes away. Boom. It makes your header. Oh, also, and you can make it bigger and smaller, so it doesn't have to be that same size. Okay, now I'm going to talk about FiveNotes. This is FiveNotes. It is made by the same company, and it's a little bit different. It works a bit more like a traditional sticky note application, but you have 5 notes. And look, I can cycle through my 5 notes. See? Boom. That's the premise. It has a strong stance on what it's trying to be. You have your 5 notes, right? And this is really nice because you can just plop it in the middle of your screen. You can be editing, doing whatever you need to do, making bananas dance. And you can keep a task list here. You can keep notes here. You can keep a log here. It kind of does the same thing that SideNotes does, but in a bit of a different way. You have many of the same formatting tools here. It is a bit more limited. Like, you can't add images to this as far as I know. You can resize it. You can move it all around. One of the things I really love about these apps is the way that how easy it is to customize the experience of the app and just open up settings, go into appearance, and look, you can change your themes. And once again, they have themes that you can download from their website, and it can look all sorts of different ways. You can kind of personalize it, make it feel like what you want it to feel like. I love that. It makes me really happy. You can change your text experience. You can change, this one lets you change a couple of your shortcuts. I think FiveNotes, let's see what kind of shortcuts. I think it lets you change quite a few. Yeah, so you can change quite a few shortcuts and I'm sorry, SideNotes. It's FiveNotes. Anyway, yes, I just love the feel of both of these apps. Like, I love the way that they work. Oh, let's switch my theme back. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do that. I love how beautiful and colorful they are and how fun they are. And this one, once again, one-time payment, $8. You're good to go. Oh, and very quickly, one thing about SideNotes that's a nice touch. Very easy to move notes around. So, Keekman, boom. It's a very frictionless experience. This is also great for meetings, by the way, right? If you're in your Google Meet and you just need to be taking notes on the meeting while still being able to see everybody's faces and stay present. Yes, you can, stack windows side by side. If you have a large monitor, then you can stack windows side by side. But this is just a more frictionless version of that. And yes, if you have 2 monitors, then, have fun. Maybe this experience is for you, maybe it's not for you. But this is just a way to do that stuff. And it's a way that I find to be very helpful. So if you're somebody who's trying to be more efficient with time or energy, mental energy, then these might be helpful for you. And it's especially helpful if you have just a laptop or 1 monitor. Okay, that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.